Hi, have you ever wanted to use Blender but can't? Well, 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 you may know how to use it, but what about animating? And if you don't know how to do that, you've came to the right place. In this live stream, I'm going to show you how to animate in Blender. So here's how you can make it. We're going to make a basic jumping. We're going to basically make a jumping animation. We're going to make a jumping animation. So the first thing we want, we're going to do a basic jumping animation, which is what we need. So there's a thing called, in Blender, instead of using frames, in animating in 3D, we use this thing called keyframes. A keyframe is where that whenever you go to the frame, a keyframe is if you select once you make a keyframe. Wait, no. A keyframe is a type of thing in 3D animation that once you have everything you want and you keyframe it, it stays in there forever. Even though you're in a different, it stays in there forever. And so what we're gonna do is make a jump animation. So how are you gonna do that, you ask? Fear not. We have a little crafter system. And then what we're gonna do, have you never like going up here and clicking on something? Yeah, I do that usually, but mostly I like to use hotkeys, even though I just go up here. So the hotkey is G. So the hotkey to make it go up is GZ. That's the hotkey. Press both G and Z. Press G, then hold, then press Z, and then release them, and then use your mouse. Here. And now what we're going to do is just make a keyframe for all aisles, so that way everything can be the way it is. Then on frame 20. But you don't have to do that. But you don't have to make a keyframe for all, because if you don't make a keyframe, even though you're in a different frame, the keyframe from another frame is saved. So that's why I like to put it all, so that way I don't have to do problems. But you don't have to do that if it's just the same thing. And I'm going to put it back in the center, but if you forget where it is, you could just go up here, like I do, and then type in 0. Or what you can just do is go on the keyframe and then press and for Apple Mac, it's Control-C. No, not for Mac. For Windows or a Microsoft or a Google computer, it's Control-C. But on a Mac, it's Command, press and hold the command and type C. And then release it. And then again, press and hold the command and press V. So Command C and Command V is for Mac, Control C and Control V are for Windows, Google, and other things besides a Mac on Apple, besides an Apple computer. And now, if you don't, okay. So now, if you wanted to end in another spot besides 250, that's how it saves. We're gonna type in end. Let's start this one, and then end 20. That's how you make it. So I'm gonna put it back on frame 0, and then 3, 2. You see, we have a basic jumping animation. And that is perfect, just how you like it. But do you want to make a more improved jumping animation? Fear not. Let's make it back to where the end it was. And then basically just and now we're gonna delete those 2 keyframes. Well, we're gonna make an animation again, only this time we're gonna make the size smaller. So instead of using the hard command S, yes, the hard command S is scale, but this time we're gonna use the command space S. It's S for scale. Space is to play it. So these are the hotkeys. But this time we're gonna use the scale. These are cute. These cubes we're making a scalar. Then we'll just make it size. And then head to frame 5. And then make it its keyframe. Wait. So let's make it this size. Like this small. And then make a keyframe. Then make it all a keyframe. Select it, and then you'll see the keyframe. And then back on frame 10, we just make it even smaller. And then and now we're just gonna, you may not hear me, I'm just gonna say this again. Make it so whenever you animate, whenever you want it, and whenever it's just the way you like it for the frame, make a keyframe for wherever. I do it in all, but for this, but I'll tell you. Once you like this, then go on frame and then go on frame 20, size it up, and then on next on frame 30, make it smaller, then back onto, then on frame 40, it should be back in the center. And use the rotate. Then use the transform key. Then use the transform key. And use this transform bar to make it get a little unstraightness around. Okay, I'll show you what I mean. Bye.